court and give evidence in a criminal case number 1946 of 2018. The accused person, one Abdullahi Tamba Kuro, a Chadian national, was charged with 4 counts of defrauding 4 Kenyans of various amounts of money using different fraudulent schemes, and me being one of the victims of those activities. Mr. Speaker, on this Friday, 7th October 2022, in obedience of the court summons, I attended court, the criminal court number 11, to give evidence so as to secure a conviction of the accused person. Mr. Speaker, I gave evidence of how more than 10 years ago, so Speaker, I gave evidence of how more than 10 years ago I was lured into an alleged oil investment scheme in which 2 rounds. Mr. Speaker, can I be protected?
Proceed, Senator Mungatana. Proceed.
Cherargei, you don't intervene.
No, don't listen to Senator Cherargei.
So, Mr. Speaker, when I went to court, I gave evidence of how more than 10 years ago, I was lured into an alleged oil investment scheme in which 2 rounds of investment were paid within 6 months of 2 separate investments, but the accused disappeared with my money on the 3rd round of investment. Mr. Speaker, some part of the media failed, neglected, and/or rejected to report these very simple facts. Instead, Mr. Speaker, they went on to create stories and innuendos. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Mungatana, can you kindly read your statement?
Yes, I'm reading it, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, media misreporting created 3 wrong impressions that I wish to correct in this personal statement. Number 1, the impression was created that I consorted with a witch doctor. Mr. Speaker, nothing can be further from the truth. Mr. Speaker, my late parents, both of whom were trained medical doctors, medical workers, were lay preachers, and in fact, my mother became a pastor in her later years of life. We were brought up strictly as Christians, and I want to affirm to all those who prayed and fasted for this election win that I worship the one true God, maker of the heavens and earth, and his son Jesus. I believe in the Holy Ghost, without whom I will not be standing here. Mr. Speaker, the second impression was created that I was in a get-rich-quick scheme. Nothing could be further from the truth. I waited for 6 months for each investment to pay, and any serious investor who knows that it takes a much shorter period to double your investment if you invest correctly in a stock market, especially if you are lucky to have a good IPO. Finally, the impression was created that a man of good education cannot fall victim to scams. Nothing could be further from the truth. Crime can occur to any person, and no amount of education can prevent a person from being raped, violently robbed, or scammed. I finish by assuring Kenyans that I will pursue my rights to damages from all those involved in maligning my name either directly or by innuendos. I appeal, Mr. Speaker, for journalism that is responsible, because none that are trained in that profession do not undergo a training by the title Libel and Ethics of Journalism. All of them in particular know that court reports must not be spiced up. I appeal to Kenyans who are victims of crime not to be afraid or intimidate to cooperate with the criminal justice system. We must cooperate with the system to keep the criminals in jails where they belong. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Mungatana. The last statement is by the majority leader. Deputy Majority Leader, proceed.